Hello and welcome to the 2022 St. Anthony Villagefest Parade. I'm Tim Domke, and tonight I'd like to get things started with our star sponsor, a visit I had with them, John McGreevy Sites. Let's take a look. First question is all about the last few years with COVID and where you're at now with procedures. What did you learn back then that you had to make adjustments for? And are you still using some of that today?
Yeah, really, when it came to the pandemic, it was difficult when we had to limit how many people were able to come to services and be in our facilities. And so it was a very quick learning process as to how we were going to webcast and live stream funerals. Pre-pandemic, we'd never done a single live stream before, and now we're doing them frequently still. And we've outfitted all of our chapels with webcasting systems where the cameras are set and the microphones are all in line. So we've been able to get better and better at providing that to people, and that's something that we think is going to stick around in the future.
One of the services that caught my attention was the possibilities of holding banquets at your place. Tell us a little bit about that.
At several of our chapels and cemeteries, we do have what we call community rooms or reception rooms where families can hold a luncheon following the service right on site. And, pre-pandemic, that was very popular. You're seeing that happening very often, and then it went away. And that's come back a bit slower, but we're seeing that quite often again, and that's something that folks definitely love to do, is be able to sit down and share some more memories at the reception afterwards.
One thing I really appreciate about what you do for the community is sponsorships. Tell us about sponsorship and how you approach it.
Well, first off, we're certainly a community organization. My mother grew up in St. Anthony. I grew up in St. Anthony. Grew up going to Villagefest Parade, getting the candy that folks were throwing, until then I was marching in the parade in the Patriots marching band, and so, that's very close to our roots, Villagefest in St. Anthony. And we do like to just support smaller businesses, family-owned businesses within our communities, and that's always been something that's been very important.
Well, John, thank you for stopping by today and letting me chat with you. It's always nice to catch up with you.
Yeah, thank you.
And believe it or not, with me is John McGreevy Sites. John, thanks for helping us out do the coverage tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I know that this might be your first turn at doing a parade coverage, so I hope you have some fun. The St. Anthony Parade is a great parade.
I've always enjoyed it, so I'm excited to be part of it.
Now, you've recently come back to St. Anthony, right? Is that what I understand?
Yes, yep. My wife and I bought my childhood home in December, and so this is my first Villagefest back in the village for about 15 years.
Nice. Now, we always loved the crowd. The people we see out here are always fun. They're actually just meeting each other and just having a good time with each other. It's so refreshing. So yeah, that's what St. Anthony is. It's a great community, and I always enjoy being out here. So one of the things I would like to do real quick, though, if I might, is it takes a lot of people. We talked about sponsorship in our interview with you, and I'd like to thank our other sponsors, Franchise Times, Cub of St. Anthony, and Katrina's. They fed the crew today. They were awesome, as always. And folks, check out Katrina's over the weekend here at all the events here at the festival. So we're coming along here, John. Here comes the start of it here, and your thoughts? Are you fired up here?
I'm ready to go. So,
all right. Well, this, folks, it's a traditional start. The police departments for most of these parades that we cover. This would be the St. Anthony Police Department, and they're making their way. And I do like that the folks all, take a little reverence here. Many will take their hats off. as our banners go by here. Honor Guard. And John, this starts your career as a parade announcer.
I'm very excited.
And the kids are too. We do have a few politicians in the parade tonight, so stickers are going to be flying everywhere. Everybody's getting stickers.
I hope there's some candy tossed out for them, because there's a lot of kids here.
That's right. In fact, I see some buckets along the line there with some of the kids. It's all good. And I noticed a little one there in her mom's arm on the right side of the screen with the headset on.
Earmuffs on. I drove by here around noon today, and there were already chairs out, people reserving their spots on the side of the road here.
Yeah, we had to squish one of our cameras back a little bit, and we normally stretch it out down a little bit, but there was a lot of chairs, and so, got to respect the early birds.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're looking at is, of course, the St. Anthony Police leading us into our parade, and behind them we have our Cub Scout pack. I think we'll let them get a little bit closer. They've got a big job tonight. Those flags can get heavy towards the end of the parade route. So it looks like they got many troops there to help them out. Troop members, I should say. What you're looking at is the Cub Scout pack and Scout Troop 3153. And they have been in the St. Anthony area since 1928. And the pack and troop currently serve around 40 youth between kindergarten and 12th grade. And the Scouts learn leadership, life skills, and help make ethical and moral choices over their lifetimes by instilling in them the values of the Scout oath and law. John, you were part of the Scouts a little bit?
I was a Boy Scout for a couple years at a troop that met in the basement of Faith Methodist Church. So that's where we were.
There you go. I never quite got involved with that. Too many things going on at the house. Mm-hmm. Too many brothers and sisters.
So when we work with those Scouts a little bit, they come and help place flags for Memorial Day at the cemeteries.
Uh-huh. Here comes the smiles. And there's our Boy Scouts of America Scout Pack and Troop 3153. So that breeze is gonna give them a workout. But I tell you, it sure feels good, this weather.
The breeze is very welcome after the weather that we've been having.
Yeah. Here come the flags. They tend to hand out the flags. Yep, there they are. And of course, the support trailer. Mm-hmm. Gotta have that.
And here we have the St. Anthony Fire Department. This is a combination department made up of 7 career firefighters and 22 paid on-call firefighters. They both respond to medical calls, making up a majority of their response. And last year they responded to 1,661 calls, which was the highest ever recorded for the department. So the truck you are seeing here is engine 14, and it is from 2018. It's an engine that replaced the previous one from 1985.
She's a beaut. Man, 1,600, over 1,600 calls. That'll keep you busy.
Just in St. Anthony here. And what are they handing out?
I'm thinking stickers. No, is that stickers?
Some dum-dums.
And dum-dums. I think she's camera shy.
Mm-hmm.
So 22 on-call firefighters. So they must manage their real job, and then they have to do this as well.
My cousin is an on-call firefighter. He was with St. Anthony for a while until he recently moved to Blaine.
It's so valuable having them on standby. So valuable. And here comes the city council group.
So with the St. Anthony Village City Council, we have Mayor Randy Stilley and council members Jan Jensen, Thomas Randall, Bernard Walker, and Wendy Webster.
As we look at our script, our tightly written script, our first big change of the night, I'm sure they'll show up some point. Actually, a lot of times they're last. Okay. For such reasons of cleanup. And there they are. They've done a great job for the city, that's for sure. So this is, oh, isn't that a great car? So this is our St. Anthony Chamber of Commerce now. This is a, oh, they just tell us this is a beautiful classic car. Yes, it is. This Chamber of Commerce is featuring local businesses of the year, Steel and Hops Kitchen and Bar. I've not ventured there yet.
That's the new restaurant. I've been there.
Yeah. And Villager of the Year, Dan Spriggs, riding this beautiful classic. And it is. Oh, hey, look who's coming down.
Here we have the Patriots marching band. This is a cooperative venture between St. Anthony Village High School and Spring Lake Park High School. After 6 to 8 local June parades, they take their early July trip to their major national level parade. And this year they are going to Philadelphia. So, wow. The Patriots 2022 show is The American Worker, composed by Ayate Shabazz, featuring John Henry, Blue Collar Man, She Works Hard for the Money, Allentown, Everybody's Working for the Weekend, and Aaron Copeland's The Promise of Living. The band is led by their 2022 commanders, Charlie Stokel, Samantha Barton, and Betty Arias.
Now, folks, John was a member of this group. How many ages ago?
Almost 18 years. So, and I can tell you they're happy that the sun went down because those uniforms get very warm in the summer.
You know, when we covered them in the Rose Fest parade, it's, yeah, you can tell all these bands that come through, oh man, they're working. So you gave a wave to...
That is my old band teacher, Mr. Ravendall.
Still in charge. That's good.
Yes, the whole crew is still here. Patriots marching band come by.
Right. Well, we're taking a look here now at the St. Anthony New Brighton District 282 School Board. And the members are, the chair is Laura Oxnid, Vice Chair Ben Phillip, Mike Overman, Majeen Keynes, and Cassandra Palmer. And I apologize now if I didn't say some of the names right.
They sounded good to me.
Yeah, gotta just roll with it. I tell you though, the St. Anthony School District 9 North will do different videos with them, and they are very creative. They're very knowledgeable with what message they want to get across. They do a great job. The school district in general, I really like. And of course, pencils.
And here we have Central Avenue Liquor. They are a locally owned liquor store at 2538 Central Avenue, Northeast Minneapolis. And they have the largest supply of local craft beer and spirits in the Northeast St. Anthony area.
Huh.
So there's no shortage of craft beers these days.
Yeah, right. You know what I had the other day, though? A Pabst, and it was pretty good.
Good old PBR.
Yes. Good news, they deliver. And here comes the City of St. Anthony Public Works. You're looking there at a 2020 John Deere F24L. The L stands for front end loader. How much you think this weighs? Can't look at my list.
I saw.
29,000 pounds. Always have wanted to drive one of those things. You know, they've got one down, I want to say, past Hastings a bit, south of Hastings. It's called the Sandlot, and it's got all the big toys. Someday, it's on my bucket list. Wonder if you can get that to pop a wheelie. He's got it set. He's just tossing candy right from the cab.
Must have cruise control.
Yeah. Throw candy right at that camera. Let's get a shot. Yeah, that would be fun.
And next is St. Anthony New Brighton Moms on the Run. This is a structured fitness program for women of all ages, and not just moms, and fitness levels who want to get in shape and have fun while doing so. Run your first 5K, improve your speed and endurance, or stay motivated in your walking routine. They help busy women discover the path to a lifetime of physical fitness. If you've been searching for the motivation to get your start as a runner, this program is for you.
And here comes right after them the St. Charles Borromeo Catholic School. And this school is dedicated to making disciples of Jesus Christ who strive for excellence in faith, virtue, service, and academics. They are pre-K through the 8th grade. And that's a good reminder that just around the corner is the start of school. I hate to say it. Gotta love that Model T.
Another classic there, yeah.
Fancy horn. So do you think think he's got air conditioning in that?
Well, he's got no windows, it looks like, so you could get a good breeze in there.
Looks like the front bottom of the front window there pops open. Now that's a breeze coming in if you're moving.
Yeah, we're running a little backlog here.
Yeah. You know what that means? That means the Vulcans have more time to harass people.
Yes, they do. Oh, and we're getting some candy here.
There you go.
All right. And then we have the 2022 St. Paul Vulcan crew. Vulcans have been volunteering and participating in St. Paul and local community events for over 80 years. Once again, during the St. Paul Winter Carnival, the Vulcans defeated Boreas and his 4 wins to rid our state of cold weather and bring back the heat of summer. Say hello to Vulcanus Rex 84 and his Phoenix crew, Ash, Ebb, Ferdy, Flame, Clinker, Sooty, and Sparky. Hail to Vulc. That's Sooty there. Say hello to Sooty.
Hey, Sooty.
Who else do we got? Ashes.
Boreas would have winter year-round in Minnesota. The Vulcans come in,
Sooty's got something
overthrow
around
him, bring
his
warmth and
face there.
springtime to Minnesota.
Uh-oh. And that truly is just behind us. This looks like the St. Paul Winter Carnival Royal Family. This Winter Carnival, the St. Paul Winter Carnival, is the country's oldest international festival. It's older than the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. Did you know that? And has been making mockery of winter for over 136 years. Hey, fun fact. It all started when somebody from New York came out and visited us and said it's unlivable here in January. Thusly, the Winter Carnival. Here's the group. This is the 2022. Oh. Okay, now we've got the Shriners. Oh, now we're back. We're back. So I'm just going to read them. Boris Rex, the 85th. William Gibbon. Queen of the Snows is Effie Barnes. And now we're back to the Osmond Shrine Cycle Corps. Go get them.
The Osmond Shrine Cycle Corps is a precision drill team of motorcycle riders. They ride big bikes, mostly Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Each member must go through hours of training to provide a safe and entertaining experience. As the Shriners, they support the Shriners Hospital for Children. We ride so they can walk.
Let's do that one more time. I need a little help here. Who knows how to say ole?
Hooray. We still have the Winter Carnival going by us. This group is a loud group, let me tell you. But talk about some talent here. The Shriner cyclists.
They're lining up for something for us here.
Yeah, this will be special.
Let's hear it for Kate.
Again, this is the Shriners Hospital for Children they support. And they do this so that they ride so that kids can walk. Man, tight quarters.
My grandfather was a Shriner, and so I grew up going to their pancake breakfast every single year.
Yeah. See that three-wheeled one you just saw go by? That's my kind of bike right there.
Comfy cruiser.
There we go. We're adjusting a few cones out here. There we go.
Pretty tight quarters for all these bikes.
Yeah, this is a tough turn for them here. Sometimes I think they go, whoa, this is tight corners. gotta think perhaps one of the qualifications is Harley motorcycles. That's what they look like, all of them. I could be wrong.
Well, it says most of them are riding Harleys, but one
here's
Indian.
an Indian. Yep. I stand corrected. All right, now we got the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office coming through. They serve the county's 1.2 million residents. State law mandates most of the sheriff's office's duties include managing the county jail, security to the district court, and so on. They also create initiatives including undercover narcotics investigations, homeland security, and of course keep and preserve peace.
And look at that wind boat they had.
Yeah.
This is North Star Bus Lines. With them, family comes first, and their drivers are families. They are looking for individuals willing to help get students to and from school safely. They will provide training and pay to get your CDL Class B with school bus and passenger endorsements if needed. Take advantage of their flexible scheduling, competitive weekly pay, and a generous sign-on bonus.
And folks, if you can, do become a bus driver. I mean, my granddaughter, she couldn't take a bus. We had to drive her in for the first half of the year last year because there was no drivers.
I know, I've heard about the bus driver shortages all over the country.
So if you're looking for a great part-time job, there you go.
And help getting your CDL too.
There you go.
So we've got the bus drivers doing the Cupid Shuffle.
There is a good shot. There you get to see what they're about. Up to $26 an hour. Part-time. I think I hear the U of M band.
Yes, you do.
Off in the horizon. Well, they're entertaining back there while we wait to proceed here. Well, one thing I noticed on this bus here, maybe not all of them, but they do have 100% electric.
It's definitely
That's
a
a
new
big
looking school bus here.
It is a big battery.
We've got a lot more lights on them for safety now than they used to as well, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
That's the first time I've seen lit up arms like that.
Mm-hmm.
As the fans are enjoying the great weather.
It's nicer than the bus that I took to school.
Yeah. Yes. I know.
I suppose I live 2 blocks away, so I walked it.
I used to live uphill about 3 miles, and I still haven't gone uphill both ways.
Both ways.
Well, this here is, and this is a good story here. This is the Boosters soccer supporters. They age from 2 to 14, and their season runs spring and summer every year. Anybody can play at all skill levels, and it looks like we have quite the variety of skill level there. Oh boy, I'm not sure if our audio's picking up, but the wheels on the bus is going full force right now.
That one will stick with you for the rest of the night.
Yeah, this one's an electric bus. Nice. As we take a look at our soccer group,
We've got the St. Anthony Village High School girls soccer.
can't forget them. Yep.
They are coming off last year's winning season, making it to the state tournament for the first time in school history, and are looking forward to advance even further this fall with 15 varsity players returning.
Yeah, that's a good sign. I mean, you get that many returning, and you just bring up the young'uns as you need. It's all good. Good luck to the Huskies for that, for next year now, coming up. The U of M marching band back there, they're going to be beat by the time they're blocked out. What a challenge for them. And there they are. University of Minnesota Marching Band. They were created in 1892 as a 29-member university cadet band. Today, the 320-member ensemble, and they may all be here today, is one of the most exciting and visible organizations on campus, enthusiastically supporting the youth athletic programs and representing the University of Minnesota with pride at home and away. The Pride of Minnesota is thrilled to be here sharing their music and excitement for the summer community. Bum, bum. It could be soccer. The Northeast Voyagers.
Northeast Voyagers is a family service program for fathers and children in K through 5. Their mission is to provide a framework for enjoyable and constructive experiences that create lifelong relationships between parent and child, and strengthens their community by building bonds between families on top of that. And they have a ton of fun.
Especially if you're following the U of M band.
Yes. They've all got freeze pops up there, handing them out.
Oh, yum.
Thank you.
If they don't hand those freeze pops off soon, they're going to have their hands awfully cold by the time.
They're going to be the favorite handout of the parade here.
Yes. And here comes some new Brighton Ambassadors. This is Sharon Lawal, Grace Pearson. We'll let them catch up to our camera. Grace Pearson, Camille Tenerella, and the junior ambassador, of course, is Myo Tubman. Congratulations to them. The New Brighton Ambassadors are a community-based organization. Of course, they serve the city of New Brighton and travel to other cities and festivals around Minnesota. Please join them for their 41st Stock Your Days Festival at Long Lake Park. August 11th, 12th, and 13th. There they are. It's a great smile, a great wave. And if that's a Barracuda, I haven't seen a Plymouth Barracuda in a long time.
So you're a car guy.
Oh man, my sister had one almost like that. But it was a hard top with a bubble back. It was very... They are. They're working.
Say hello to your state representatives, Representative Sandra Feist and Senator Mary Kunish. both are so proud to advocate for our students, families, and the entire village so that we can all live our best lives, and look forward to working with you all well past November. Happy Villagefest. So I grew up with Senator Mary Kunish's son right there. We both went to high school at St. Anthony.
And he's the one driving that great car. Is he going to recognize you?
Oh, she sees me. Hey, Mary, how are you?
I guess she did. Here's the Jack and Jill Early Childhood Learning Group. Their learning prides itself on serving the St. Anthony community with child care options from infants to age 12. Level up, people. According to the t-shirt. They got their backpacks full of candy. No, those are bags.
I did.
Fooled. That white line striping across the front of their bags looked like a backpack zipper. That's the thing about a parade. You get to see old friends.
Oh, yeah. Especially a Villagefest parade.
That's right.
And here we have St. Anthony Village Kiwanis Club. Starting in 1962, the St. Anthony Club, known for its generous contributions to many local organizations and projects, including Nourish 282, Eastside Neighborhood Services, and the St. Anthony Police and Fire Departments, scholarships for graduating seniors. All in all, it is the mission of the club to support the youth of our community, one child and one family at a time. The group has also taken on the initiative to welcome residents to the St. Anthony community. Look for your welcome badge at your door. We had Bonnie Brever there.
And here we go, folks. Hang on. It's time for Boogie for Jesus. You know, I could keep talking about this gentleman. We've seen him for years at the parade. Sometimes words just don't say enough. But he is a feature performer and founder. He's a rapper named Lorbit. Through the use of his four characters of the charismatic, the Godinator, the Entertainer, and God's Pitbull, I think I'll just let him do it.
Mounds View Irondale St. Anthony Youth Hockey Association. These hockey players are known to make friends out of strangers very easily. It's probably because they are excellent at breaking the ice first. Come and skate with the Mavericks this year. They have mini Maverick program for their youngest skaters for just $25, including equipment. And new this year, a 6 and under program for girls. So don't throw away your shot.
You gotta like that. The Mavericks. That looks like a fun group. That's the key. And here we go. Dr. Scott Jensen for governor. He's your Republican candidate for governor. And it looks to be an interesting fall in election time. But he has also got Vikings legend Matt Burke as a running mate for lieutenant governor. I believe I just heard a debate on radio with him and the governor.
And following them is the Friends of St. Anthony Library. The St. Anthony Library began in 1963 in the St. Anthony Shopping Center, and it's relocated into a different space there in 2002.
Well, there you go. And here we are with Nativity Lutheran Church. They are a proud member of the St. Anthony community. For over 60 years, they're located on Silver Lake Road. Nativity loves and accepts people as they are, wherever they are in their spiritual journey. They are Nativity. I got that from their t-shirt.
I'm keeping an eye out for Pastor Glenn Seafelt.
I imagine you guys have connections.
There's
all
Pastor
the church.
Seafelt there. Pastor, both his daughters babysat me when I was young.
Oh. They got a clown driving the car. That's scary. Clown passengers too.
And here we have the St. Anthony Sister City Association. St. Anthony's enjoyed a sister city relationship with the city of Salo, Finland. An important part of the mission of the St. Anthony Sister City Association is to engage the community and provide opportunities to experience and explore Finnish culture. This past spring, St. Anthony welcomed Juko Urmas from Salo. Juko was in Minnesota as part of Business Finland, an organization that promotes Finnish business. To learn more about the St. Anthony Sister City Association, look for them on Facebook at St. Anthony Sister City or visit the City of St. Anthony website.
Yep, you can hear them. TKO Drumline and Knockout Dance Team. They're under the direction of Byron Hawkins, the director. They participate in multi-state parades and competitions. They provide services to youth 8 to 18, and you can catch them at local events in a city near you or around town in Minneapolis.
We've had quite a bit of good music so far in this parade here.
It's been very good.
Patriots, Gophers, TKO.
I believe we have a couple more coming too. I always love the drums, this type right here.
I was in the drum line, but I only played the cymbals.
Oh. But you were in the drum line.
I was there.
And of course you got the dance team, can't forget about them. Very important, so cute. Some of them look to be no more than 6 or 7. I see cymbals.
They are. Got some young participants in this drum line.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job. Now we have Martha Holton Dimmick for Hennepin County Attorney. Martha's been a nurse for 12 years, a criminal deputy in the Minneapolis City Attorney's Office, and a judge for the past 10 years. She intends to connect with the Villagefest attendees to share her story and vision.
And she's loving the drum line.
How could you not?
Yes. Yeah, if you had to follow anything, that would be a good group to follow. And this is Nourish 282. It's a local nonprofit that has been providing services for 8 years to families who live within or attend the St. Anthony New Brighton School District. Their initiatives include food support, in the form of monthly grocery store gift cards, very helpful, and a pantry that includes food, household, personal care items. A free store for warm winter outerwear each October, and weekly meals delivered. Today, Nourish 282 is collecting food for their pantry. Pantry donations are also accepted the first Wednesday of each month from 4 to 5:30 at 2708 33rd Avenue Northeast, St. Anthony, at Faith United Methodist Church. Great cause, great organization, folks. Nothing more needed now than food pantries and free meals delivered.
Yep, and we certainly learned how important those were during the COVID pandemic when there were lines around the block for them.
Right.
Now we have the Minneapolis Aquatennial Ambassadors. The Minneapolis Aquatennial just finished celebrating its 83rd year. The festival founders selected the third week in July because this week has the best weather on record for the year. The Aquatennial Ambassador organization exists to inspire young Minnesota women to achieve extraordinary futures by providing professional development opportunities through networking and mentoring. The ambassadors travel throughout the state of Minnesota and the country. Our organization also provides educational scholarships to the ambassadors to help them reach their goals.
And here we've got the Minneapolis Aquatennial Senior Ambassadors. And they're also alumni. The 2023 Senior Commodore Clayton Miller, 2023 Senior Queen Shirley Peterson, Princesses Kathleen Arbogast, Cheryl Mayers, and so on.
And we have Tad Jude for Hennepin County Attorney. So they're tossing out some candy here as well and dancing to the drum line. There's Joan Peterson.
It's a good night for a walk, right?
Yes, it is.
And of course, coming up next is always fun to watch. The Twin Cities Unicycle Club, largest unicycle club in the country and the oldest in Minnesota. Club members hold over 30 national titles and 15 world titles in various events, from artistic to racing, group riding to mountain unicycling. Members travel all over the world to compete and even host competitions in the Twin Cities. This summer, the club traveled to Ohio to compete in the North American competition, and some members are currently in France competing in the World Unicycling Championships. They practice all year long.
The largest club, really.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried to ride a unicycle, Tim, but I have, and it is very difficult.
I remember getting one with 2 little sticks, and I couldn't do it even with the sticks to hold me up. Not for the life of me.
I don't know how they do it. And mountain unicycling, like you just said.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Sounds dangerous.
Yes. You better know how to pedal. Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
And this is Citizens for Sustainability. Citizens for Sustainability is a volunteer organization that started in January 2013 to promote sustainability initiatives in St. Anthony Village and the surrounding communities. They sponsor the annual Earth Day cleanup, and this year they collaborated with Community Services to host a pollinator workshop in March and an electric vehicle and bike event in May.
Pollinator, so I'm assuming bees, working with the environment for bees and things.
Well, you're hearing more and more about trying to plant pollinator-friendly flowers and bushes in the springtime, not cutting your grass too early because the pollinators are still waking up there, so it's becoming something more and more you're hearing about.
And here we go with the St. Anthony Community Theater. This is a nonprofit community organization whose mission is to enrich community life by providing access to high-quality performing arts opportunities for people of all ages and background, and as well as experience levels. On stage, behind the scenes, and in the audience, they are people-centered, volunteer-run organization with a focus on inclusive accessibility. There, got that in.
The theater's something that I'm seeing more and more of too. I don't remember when I was younger having all the theater programs in the schools, but I went to a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at Totino Grace recently because my niece was in it.
Oh, there you go. Classic performance then?
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Well, this program has been going since 2000, and so they've got their roots in going now. Matilda, the musical.
Yeah, they've got quite a big group.
Yeah, must be the full cast. But what a fun way. Sit back on a big old flatbed and enjoy the parade. So July 29th through August 7th, is that what I see?
Yeah. Into a song course here. Oh, and now we have VL Builders. Established in 2018, VL Builders is a locally owned and established residential remodeling company specializing in kitchens, baths, basements, and whole home remodel and renovations.
Again, everybody's handing out. Boy, if you had a bucket tonight. Actually, we've been given a lot of stuff off to the side here.
I've got this one Tootsie Roll that I'm waiting for a chance to eat. Call me old-fashioned, but Tootsie Rolls are my favorite candy.
Although you've got the midget, I like the little bit longer ones, the thinner ones. Melt down beautifully. St. Anthony Sports Boosters football. It's here. Time of the year. I almost stole your line.
Sports Boosters Football provides flag football programming for 1st through 4th graders and tackle football for 5th through 8th grade kids in St. Anthony.
Have a little script change here. That's the fun thing about parades is you never know which unit actually shows up in the order.
Got the Husky mascot there.
Oh, missed. Looks like they're tossing out the foam football. When Nerf footballs came out, the greatest. We never came in. We kept throwing them growing up. Who invented the Nerf football? Freddie the Foot Cox, Minnesota Viking. A little trivia for you. Audience, you can take that.
It looks like combined with the Sports Boosters here, we've got the St. Anthony Village high school football team as well, tossing out the footballs there.
Oh, sure. And we talked about, there he is.
Oh, there's the Husky right there.
Come on, let's go, Husks.
And more music coming our way. We have the Edison Alumni Marching Band. Since 1977, they've been representing Northeast Minneapolis and Edison High School. They are a Big Ten high-step marching band consisting of 40 members who all went to Edison over the past 6 decades. They're a decorated unit that has won several parades over the years and have traveled to participate in New Orleans Mardi Gras and Chicago St. Patrick's Day parades.
And they look like they're having a blast.
I could only imagine marching in Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Oh boy.
But I have been to Chicago to see the river dyed green for one St. Patty's Day.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah.
This guy's impressive. He's working it. Ah, still got it. Hennepin Historical Society. This community organization is aimed at recording the history of St. Anthony. Folks, if you get a chance to go visit their home, check it out. You can go to their website. Take a look on their banner there. That some of these places like historical societies with COVID, it was tough for them to stay open. Good job.
Coming up behind them, we have Robo Husky. Robo Husky is St. Anthony's robotics competition team, and in the first robotics competition, teams of high school students have just 6 weeks to build and program a robot to accomplish each year's unique challenges and compete in high-energy regional tournaments. And you can see the Robo Husky driving around.
There's a shirt tosser.
I don't know if you've been to one of these competitions, but a friend of mine coached one of the high school robotics teams, and we went down to watch his team compete at the tournament, and it was a blast. It was so much fun, and the kids are all having so much fun with their robots going.
And it's got to teach them a lot of things. Not only how to build something like that, which is great, but how to handle, breakdown and how do you problem solve.
Oh yeah, it was very impressive because it's all high school groups there.
Yeah.
And they put those together, and
yeah, they did not have that at Harding when I was there.
It started in 2009 here at St. Anthony's, 2 years after I graduated. But it looks like they built the t-shirt cannon as well.
Yeah.
So, but if you ever get a chance, go down to the robotics competition.
And we've gotten Don Samuel, a lifelong progressive, pragmatic Democrat, challenging representative up against Island Omar in Minnesota's 5th Congressional District. He's a Jamaican immigrant. He's lived in North Minneapolis for the last 25 years.
And we're looking at Happy Tails Rescue. Founded in 2005, it is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to rescuing homeless and abandoned animals by working with committed volunteers, foster homes, and local veterinarians.
This would be Senate District 39 Republicans. The Senate District 39 Republicans are proud to announce and their endorsed candidates Pam Wolf for Minnesota Senate District 39 and Mike Sharp for the Minnesota House District 39B. They, of course, serve the cities of St. Anthony, Southern New Brighton, Columbia Heights, Hilltop, Fridley, Spring Lake Park. This here is Pam Wolf for State Senate. She resides in Spring Lake Park.
I care about what you care about because I live in this district and I simply want change.
And coming up here looks like Mike Sharp's group. There's a shift in our script. Something tells me this is folks from the GOP. Yep, getting to be that time. Election coverage here. 9 North will be doing a lot of candidate speak outs, so keep your eyes on our channel for more information on our political coverage. With the League of Women Voters, they are always so helpful putting those together. You can always go to 9north.org for all our election coverage. Get to know your candidates. Candidate speak out. Best way to learn about them. You can wave at them here in the parade, but if you really want to hear about them, candidate speak out. It's kind of a cool picture.
There's the Fridley Fire Department. They are proud to be a partner to St. Anthony Village. They work closely with the STAV Fire Department, responding to one another's large emergencies and to supplement staffing needs.
Yeah, they.
Look at that light on the front there.
The end here, you're going to see engine 12, and that is from 2000, and this particular engine carries 1,000 gallons of water along with 750 feet of hose for connecting to a hydrant. You know, this picks up an important part, because this is what happened up north just a few days ago. A house burned. Over $1 million home burned because they had no fire hydrants or things hooked up in that area, and so they had to bring a truck like that. And you know, a neighbor that I know up there told me they just call them the basement savers, because really, when there's no constant hydrant water pressure, putting a fire out is pretty tough. Very important truck there. Is. All firefighters are required to test out on all of the apparatus in order to be able to sit in the driver's seat. So you got to earn the driver's seat spot. As we wrap up our parade coverage.
I'll have to ask my cousin if he gets to drive the fire truck or not.
Yeah. You know, as that goes by, again, I'd like to do a shout out to our standout sponsors, Franchise Times, Katrina's, Cub Foods of St. Anthony, as you see them right there. These folks have been with us from day one, and I'd like to congratulate Washburn McGreevy, our newest members of our team, as far as our sponsor club goes. And I gotta say this for Bill McCreary. Thank you, star sponsor Washburn McGreevy Funeral Chapels, Cemeteries, and Cremation Services. That is for you.
Thank you, Tim.
And John, again, thank you for helping us out today. It was fun.
Yeah, of course.
It was a challenge.
The weather was nice. I had a blast.
Yeah. So with that, folks, we're going to call it a night here from St. Anthony. We hope you enjoyed today's parade coverage, and take care.